The United Nations has condemned the takeover of Gambia's Electoral Commission headquarters and called on security forces to vacate the premises. The UN's West Africa envoy has threatened sanctions if President Yahya Jammeh refuses to leave office. But what options does the UN have if Jammeh refuses to step down? Our UN Correspondent Liling Tan takes a look.
UN Chief Ban Ki-moon has called the takeover of the Electoral Commission premises an outrageous act of disrespect of the will of the Gambian people, as well as an act of defiance towards the international community. The takeover occurred during a high-level visit to Gambia by West African leaders to try and broker a peaceful transfer of power. That appears to have failed, but the United Nations still has several options on the table. The UN chief and the Security Council can continue to pressure and persuade President Jammeh and his government to concede to the will of the people. It can also ramp up mediation efforts, both directly through its special envoy for the West African and Sahel region, Mohammed Ibn Shambas, or through regional groups like the African Union and the Economic Community of West African States, also known as ECOWAS. And if diplomacy fails and the situation deteriorates, if there's civil unrest and violent clashes between government and opposition groups erupt, the UN can then enact tough sanctions on parties deemed to threaten Gambia's peace. Now, sanctions could come in the form of asset freezes, travel bans, and arms embargoes. But the problem is that Security Council members don't always favor sanctions. And even when they do, these punitive measures do not always turn conflicts around, as we've seen in South Sudan and Libya. Now, the crux of it is that the UN will always seek a diplomatic route and mediate before it penalizes. Liling Tan, New York.